This big blue wagon you have before you is the Volvo v60 Polestar edition. The engine is an inline-six that produces 350 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque and has a max RPM of 6,500. It can do 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds and it has a top speed of 155 miles an hour. Another really cool feature is the 80% stiffer Öhlins suspension setup. As we move towards the back, you can see those two large exhaust pipes along with that diffuser, which completes the sportier look out at the back end of the V60. One of the main reasons why you buy a wagon is for the space, so as we move into the trunk, you can see that there are plenty of compartments to put your extra stuff in, along with the tire patch kit that sits underneath this compartment. As we move along to the side, you can see those pretty good looking 20-inch alloy wheels accompanied by the 2-piece rotors and 6-piston caliper Brembos up front. Now given that you can see most of the safety features up on the grille, they've done a pretty good job of masking them. As we step inside, you'll notice the blue contrast stitching that runs throughout the whole interior, including the steering wheel. Now the steering wheel is pretty cool because it has an inner laying of suede and the outer portion is perforated leather. And as you can see, it does have a digital dash. Now, one thing that I noticed might be a nuisance was the columns for the wipers and the blinkers. So when I would use the paddle shifters, I would actually hit those columns sometimes because the clearance was too small there. Now the dash does seem to be more driver's oriented, seeing as it is tweaked a little bit towards the driver and away from the passenger. And the dash is quite simple with a nice overlay of carbon fiber straight down the center console. And yes, as you would expect, the engine compartment is lined to the brim with plastic. So you wouldn't want to pop the hood open and show your buddies. But that's not what this car is about, is it? In a way, I think of this as a sleeper for the family or the average dad or mom who just wants to go out and carve canyons on the weekends and pick up their kids during the week. And for that reason, I wouldn't buy it. Yes, the interior is nice. Yes, it is fast. And yes, it is practical. But for that kind of money, I would be looking into something more exciting. Something like this.